recording. You can't judge a book by its cover, but you can with a fine sports car. The flow of lines and curves defines the type of car. Maybe not the actual model, but certainly the branding. We have such a great ability to see shapes and identify them quickly from distance. We all know this is a spider. The 8 legs gives it away, even if it has 7. How about this small ant? Crazy fast, but we can still recognize what we are seeing. But on a true scale, what do we see? But when it comes to watches, the story changes, and the cover of the book can become a little confusing to which section it belongs to. Now here at a good distance, I have a few watches. Can you guess them all from this far away? How about now at 5 meters away? I'm sure you can. And if you guessed Casio or G-Shock, then give yourself a burst of cheers. But this isn't a game, so no points or prizes. Sorry about that. So we know what a Casio G-Shock looks like with its unmistakable form. I guess it's the basic bezel with the rectangular display that shouts the obvious. Let's move up a level. Staying at 5 meters, how about this one? What are your eyes drawn upon the most? Is it the hour markers on the dial or bezel? You can tell it's a diver style watch. The bezel gave that away. But what about the branding? The crown and pushers set this apart, I'm sure. I can sense you're squinting. That dial looks relatively small compared. Is it an Annie Digital? I'm sure you processed that quickly and makes you a great predator hunter if you guess the Arnie Seiko. Then well done. I'm sure there are other brands that you could identify quickly from a distance, like this iconic Royal Oak. The bezel with the screws just set it above anything else and can only be seen as an AP. How about something like this displayed from a distance? Does it interest you enough to get closer? Are you just being nosy? Or do you feel this has become a game and now testing your horology skills in public? This could be embarrassing, as it could be a diesel watch and you're left with a confrontation to lie and tell them it's one of your favorite brands. What is ticking in your mind? Does your eyes see something interesting? Are you wanting more? Is it the simplicity that guides you closer? The big open dial soaks your attention. You know it's a simple watch, but what's making the lust grow more fond? You are starting to sweat and become fidgety. Your misery needs feeding, and your curiosity is eating your patience. The moving towards has begun. You nearer and nearer, yet no branding is popping those horology bubbles. I'm now at a distance that now defines whether it's of interest or garbage, and I can't define the branding from here, and now I have to speak to the owner and ask directly. Lovely watch, but can't say what it is. Maybe a long IW jeansling? It's actually something I created myself, using parts from a pocket watch, case from eBay, and the strap from another company that didn't offer it for free, so won't mention their name for free. I give you something very original and, hold on, it's not original. As my good friend at Watch Crazy pointed out, this looks like an IWC, and he's right. Damn you. But it still doesn't make it a homage, or is it? To me, this looks like a pocket watch on the wrist. The offset subdial at 6 gives me my evidence. The rest just falls into place and complements the eye wanting to know how it became. Let's go back a little. I found 2 movements named 6498. One was just a movement with the dial and handset branded Carvelli or Caravelle. I know I've messed that up saying that. And the other was cased in a pocket watch branded Union. This idea has been done before, so don't get too excited, as I'm not claiming this as original. I want to show you how it can be done, but it helps greatly if you know someone who's a watchmaker. The first movement was the Caravelle, and this went into the bronze case. The dial didn't quite reach and left a gap around the edge between the dial and case, so decided to try the other movement. Union was a German company that is now under the Swatch Group that has the movement stamped Unitas, which we all know is connected with the ETA of Grenken, Switzerland. So with some mind power configuring, my buddy the watchmaker discovered that the movement needs to be pulled out through the front. The original idea was to fit the Union movement and set into a stainless steel case, but discovered the dial was too large, so tried it on the bronze case just to get ideas rolling. The fit to the bronze case was... The bronze case. Look at that.
Nice, isn't it?
Is that like a glove?
Yeah. It's exactly.
Cinderella dial. Oh my gosh.
Let's feel this one.
So you got a ring. So what about this ring here?
Well, I don't think you'll need it.
It doesn't need it, does it?
That you're gonna have it in case crown doesn't align with. Yeah, you'll get away without it.
Oh.
I think that's made specially. Yeah, there's something sticky here.
Yeah, is it coming off?
Yeah. Managed to take it off.
Oh, brilliant.
Let me see.
Well, you wouldn't believe that they actually posted it in a bag with bubble wrap. And I said, why didn't it go in one of those little protective movement cases?
Yeah,
and their reply was, well, it's never happened before. God, why take the chance? Especially overseas, from America all the way to England. The Union movement had some play in the case, but with a few tweaks on the securing ring, it was finally perfect and ready to choose the correct strap.
Damn, that's nice.
Oh, that does look good.
Whoa.
That is amazing when your vision of how it could look and how it does look afterwards.
It's a big difference.
I mean, that's not going to be the final strap, but definitely that green colour. The Caravelle movement needed some fine work done to the fixture holes, as the screws were too proud when the screw back case was tightened. Amazing.
It's quite good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the best one, but you can still.
No, it's a sort of a mass-produced movement, isn't it? Let's break this down. Movement with dial and hands, case fitted with sapphire crystal back and front, and finishing it off is a nice leather strap using a butterfly clasp which doesn't use keepers. And the end results is something that can't be anything else but classic. The final cost is around £350, which includes the hourly rate and parts, so compare this to say a Tissot mechanical using the same movement, which my good friend at the Town Watch channel reviewed, shows that you can create your own watch that is still within a bracket of being Swiss, using their scale of 60-40%. I'm no horology expert on any level, and I'm probably just like you guys watching. You just like watches to look nice and have good value. I know there's many micro brands out there, and if you're going full fat Swiss cheese, then you'll need to part many paper Swiss francs for it, while this is unique, but it's also very serviceable with regards to the movement. Now, I could jack up my words and sing you some of my feelings describing the design, but I don't want to bore you with that side. It's what it is: simple, clean and classic looking. You can't judge, criticize or place the type of person who would wear such a watch. It's like history repeating itself, taking back the pocket watch to the wrist. But in 2021, the dial may not quite fit correctly, with the outer 24-hour markers being slightly hidden, but it's a sign it was put together by hand. And let's face it, and at 5 meters away you're not going to be a horology critic, are you? I have no idea of the exact name of this rolled bezel, but I saw it as something a little different than to a common flat edge. And maybe it does look like an IWC, but doesn't every watch resemble some form of looking like something else? Unless it's become one of the elite that all watches are based upon. The bronze case with the green strap does pick up the modern side a little further. The green represents the oxidization on raw bronze. I know I'm a quartz guy the most, but sometimes you need to repeat the past and hear that beating heart. Words of poetry could express this more, but feel just looking at it is plenty enough, keeping it a mystery when close up. So we'll just put some nice music over the video and let you soak up your own thoughts. Big thanks to my buddy the watchmaker, and maybe I will grace your watchmaker's bench with more parts to bring new life to those forgotten movements. I'd like to also dedicate this video to subscriber and friend Michael Kendrick Kane, who has recently passed away.